Hello, everybody. It is Mike Crow here. We are doing Driving Inspector Success number 39. Wow. Okay. So I have been incredibly busy. We just had our mastermind group here at the office. What a great group of people. We just had such an incredible time towards the end of April on top of all that. I am planning a number of trips with my family, and so that has actually taken up a lot more time. In fact, we just came back from Universal Studios. We went out and did their Fan Fest night because next year our theme for Mission 26 is going to be Star Trek. And so they were having a big thing about that. So we actually flew out, spent one whole day there, got some great ideas, and then flew back. And then on top of all that, I got sick. And there it is. Not only did I get sick, but Krista got sick, and Susan got sick, and other people around me got sick as well. All right, so a couple of really important things right up front. We have another webinar coming up very soon here, and I wanted to make sure that you were aware of it. Go get signed up, come join us. We are just having people doing incredible stuff out there, I just got a note from somebody like last week while I was inside of our mastermind trip, taking care of that and our trip to California and back. And one of the things he said was, Mike, I attended Mission 25, and I just want you to know I'm up like 100% like 3 weeks in a row. And I was like, wow, okay. I love that. And I'm going to tell you, honestly, we are having our best year ever again, okay? In fact, March was our best month ever, okay? And here's the good news is April was our best month ever. Okay, so I just love beating records. So coachblueprint.com/Zoom. Let me start teaching you some of the basics that we're using to really help move your world forward. All right, they're so simple, they're so straightforward. Everybody can get them started. Now, I'm going to be very blunt here. One of the reasons we're having our best year ever is because we marketed ourselves to death almost during November, December, January, February. I moaned and groaned every day about the money that we were spending during that unbusy season. And here's the other cool thing is Jonathan and Joey, our assistant general manager, did such a great job last year because the best time to hire inspectors is around September, October, and November, December, January, February. They got those inspectors trained, and then we have like 4 inspectors that are coming online in March and April, okay? And it's one of the reasons we're able to have our best year ever. Not just because we have the business, but because we have the capacity to be able to handle that. So here's a couple of things. By the way, most people think the first person they need to hire is an inspector. That is one of the biggest misunderstandings, misconceptions, darn near a lie that you have to make sure you understand. That is not true. Okay, so here's what you need to know. When you hit 200 inspections a year or you're hitting 17 plus a month, you need to hire yourself a part-time marketing person. Somebody that's out there visiting the real estate offices the way we teach you to visit them. Someone that's out there making sure your brochures are full, making sure your business cards are full, making sure they still set up the opportunity for you to do a presentation at a real estate office. And so you've got to make sure that you take that first step. And once you have that first step in place, we want to make sure, of course, you should already have a backup call center in place. But once you get to 300 inspections a year, or basically 25 a month, you should be having somebody else answer the phones. This frees you up to be able to do inspection on inspection on inspection, and you're not having to answer the phones during the inspections. You're not have to worry about the fact that you're not marketing as much when you're busy. All right. These are simple success secrets. You know, it's fun because I get so many emails and texts and phone calls, and I got a phone call from a great guy the other day, Jim Caulfield. He works with a lot of our members on helping them set up one of their best unique selling points. And if you need to know how to get in touch with Jim, look him up or tell him Mike Crow sent you that direction. Super good guy, down to earth, family man. I just love this guy, and he's helping us move our whole industry forward and helping you set up unique selling points so that you can manage your own 90-day warranty or whatever kind of warranty that you want to put in place. Imagine if you had full control over your own warranties. And it'll probably, most likely, unless you're a bad inspector, most likely cost you a lot less by doing it with Jim. And he does all the background work for you, even handling the customer calls and all of that. So there's a lot of things happening right now. So when you're really busy like this also, if you're booked out 3 days or more, we need to talk about the formula on simply raising prices. You know, I was looking at inflation this last year or two, actually, and inflation just got out of control. And one of the biggest things I realized was we have literally had to pay our people more and more. In the beginning, we just went negative. We went into debt trying to make sure we were paying our people and keeping good people and moving forward and everything. And then at a certain point I went, we have to, we can't run the business in the red. We have to be in the black. So we started inching our prices up until we got back to that point. You need to do the same thing. Even if you're a single man operation, even if you are 100% in the black, I will tell you that your expenses, such as gas, such as groceries, such as everything, has gone up in the past. Now, maybe they'll come down again. There's a lot of talk that prices are coming down, and I'm seeing a little of that, though a lot of times once prices go up, they have a hard time coming back. You need to plan to make sure that, again, it's a simple formula that I created called 3 times 90 times 2. And if you are booked out 3 days or more in our industry, you are going to be losing inspections. Here's the other side is if you're booked out 80% capacity. So if you have 10 time slots on your schedule and you only have a couple left, first off, if you have a couple left, congratulations. But if you're booked at 80%, 90%, or 100%, you're losing inspections. And you need to figure out how to maximize all the effort that you've done to be able to get to that point. So, again, a couple of big things today. One is if you're doing over 17 inspections a month, okay, that's all. 17 inspections a month, you need to hire yourself a marketing person, okay? If you're doing over 25 inspections a month, you need to make sure you have somebody answering the phones. And by the way, once you get to 400 inspections a year, or about 35 a month, give or take, then you really need to be now looking at hiring another inspector. But here's the big thing is, do not hire an inspector right now. Not unless you're a big company with 3, 4, 5, 6 inspectors already. If you're a single man operation, man, take as much money home as you can right now during, April and May and June and July and August and September. Build up, get your marketing strong, get your phones taken care of. And then around September and October, now what we want to do is be able to hire and train an inspector, and we want to have him ready by March 1st of next year. One of the biggest mistakes I watch is people will try to hire somebody right now and they train them through the busy season, and then they're ready around October, and then they don't have as much business to be able to help make sure that works and everything. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to that other guy. You're going to force him either one to go in business for himself or go work for somebody else, and so you need to be very careful about that. All right, well, this is Mike Crow, Driving Inspector Success. Oh, again, if you have not seen it, our next webinar, coachblueprint.com/Zoom. coachblueprint.com/Zoom. Come join us and be like Justin, who grew his business 100% already in the short period of time since he came to Mission 25. Learn some of the basics. I had one gentleman send out to me, he said, now he's been a member for a long time, but his business has grown and grown and grown, and he's just done incredible stuff, and his inspections are now averaging around $1,000 in inspection. I'm going to be very honest. Mine aren't averaging $1,000 in inspection. My average is really good, okay? But he is just focused on building that business and taking it to the next level. Come join us and let us show you some of the simple things that you can do to get this business on the right track. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know, we're back in a buyer's market. So, that should be a good thing for you. And you're also going to hear a lot of people telling you how, the whole world is going to hell in a handbasket. Man, it's been doing that since I was born. So let's get this set up and get it right so that we can do a lot of other great stuff. Talk to you again soon. This is Mike Crow, Driving Inspector Success number 39. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.